Hello and welcome back to QLIQUID TABLE course. In that video, we'll learn how to create rows and columns from the measure and dimension list which we created before. So here we have two ways. First, we create rows and columns in the definition of QLIQUID table. The second way is to use drag and drop function in the UI of the QLIQUID table. First, let's try the first way. We go to the rows, and here you can add dimension or group which we create previously. Let's add the group and it will be P&L. Next we can go to the column and also add dimension and measures to that column. So let's add the dimension and it will be the year. And let's add the measure. You also can add measure or measure group. So let's add measure and it will be actual. And let's add the group and it will be P&L. As you can see, our table is updated as we add dimensions and measures to the rows or columns. Let's save. And we can also create and rule the rows and columns in our menu. So here we have opportunity to change the width of the row, and depending on the width you can see all the menu, or it will have only one button which you can left click and see all the functions. So let's make the width a little bit wider and apply. Let's apply and go to the settings. So here is the first icon of our menu. Here we have our P&L, which is the rows, and the columns. So we have here actual and P&L is a group measure, and our dimension. Let's make the year of the first place, so we can rule of that columns and rows by the drag and drop. To delete their dimension or measure in row, you can double click on the dimension. So I double click and it's deleted. Then I can left click and drag and drop to the row. Also, I can add here to the row, for example, year months from the list of dimensions which we created previously. So I can add account 1 here, and our data will be then aggregated to the account 1. So it's the function similar to the pivot table. To delete all the dimension from the rows, you can double click on the row. Here we have some sign like double click to clear rows. So I double click and all the rows are cleared. So let's go back and return P&L group here. For the columns we have the same. You can double click and all the data will be cleared. And to clear the columns measure, double click on the icon of the measure. Just double click and it's all deleted. So let's return the P&L here. And as you can see, we have styling, which we made in previous video, and we also can add the budget and also add year. And our table, when we move dimension or measure, will change depending on the settings which you apply to the row or columns. All the dimensions we have here in the list or in the rows and columns also can be selected. So just click on the year and you can see the list of the year which you can apply. Let's, for example, apply 2011. The same here in dimension list. So we can apply department filter on that. For example, apply quality assurance. So I hope you understand how to use rows and columns both in definition and UI.